welcome back to your hour. Joining us now is Seth Boyle. He is from Mental Health America. You are a behavioral health specialist.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So I basically just work within the residential area of Mental Health America, and we work in some group homes. I'm in a long-term home, and essentially we just work with the clients that are there, which are clients that have some kind of severe persistent mental illness, and we just work on whatever skills best help them with the recovery and
help them mainstream into society, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, and just pretty much just live a routine that's very meaningful for them and just helps them progress daily. You know, however much that progression is. Could be one day it's more than others, and it's a very wide spectrum of things that we do with some of these clients.
It's not a one size fits all, is it?
No, not at all. No, that's correct.
So what? How do people typically find you? Are they referred to you?
I think it depends on the housing. They have different sort of criteria and stuff. But for most people that are that feel like they could benefit from this kind of service, the main thing is to go up to our office. It's at 805 South Main, and just ask about that application process. And someone will walk through that with you about eligibility and what might be the best fit for you.
Okay. So do you work with people individually or as groups, or?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think most of my time is spent working with people individually, but we also do like mental health groups, and that can be anything from practicing coping skills like breathing and meditation, or could be just like a community based interaction at the park, having a picnic or something. And then other more mundane things that maybe we take for granted, like taking those showers, cooking a meal, stuff that people struggle with.
I struggle with that.
Right, yeah. And doing those kinds of things, and with that can be very meaningful for some of these people. So, yeah.
The idea of people seeking help for mental health is getting better, but I think for the most part people still have a problem that they might have a mental problem.
And I think that
that's a shame.
Yeah, and the beauty that I've noticed with these residential programs in these houses is that the community very much normalizes some of those problems, and it kind of shifts where we place meaning. It's not in kind of any social role or by what we've been able to add to our environment. It's more so the attitude that we carry through each day, and that's, I think, where anybody can kind of feel it most. It's the way we conduct ourselves on any given day, and within the group home, it's just a lot easier to kind of to, at least for me in my position, that I feel like I've found a lot of meaning in that, just because each day just having that consistent routine and ability to kind of just work on your problems and chip away at them. And it's not about solving them or correcting them, but just having that attitude of resiliency and stuff is just, I think, super meaningful.
Yeah, as long as you have tools to help you cope with the situations as they...
And that's the nice thing about the groups homes, is it's that whole community, and you have people that struggle with the similar things and respect your ideas and your own journey. So
do people generally is your program something that people can sort of graduate from?
Oh yeah, of course. It's definitely not. The idea of the program is the less that we have to sort of facilitate different tasks, the better. As much as I love doing what I do, it's better. We want to promote that independency and stuff like that, and that just comes with defining those goals and then just seeing those people make progress. And I mean, at any time that they feel like they're comfortable with that level of independency and stuff, they're more than welcome to try to transfer over to places that are more independent for them and live a more independent lifestyle.
What about help them find employment, if that's appropriate?
Yeah, my role is mostly within like daily living skills. We do have other positions that do help with helping them get matched with employment and and I mean, there's lots of ways that in my position I can see I could help benefit them in trying to find a job, such as like, communication skills, building a resume, things like that. But employment is definitely a goal that a lot of the clients have, and
Sure.
something that they're working towards.
Well, yeah, it's hard to be independent without income.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And the beauty about these group homes is because it gives them that shelter and food and the basic necessities. It allows them to focus on more important things like growth and stuff, because they're not so focused on survival and stuff. And with that growth, and developing that kind of mindset, it becomes easier to do things like find a job and do those things, and not be so institutions and stuff. That's the mindset that we have with working with our clients, is we want to very much let them guide their own recovery.
Do you find, I'm going to put you on the spot here, do you find men or women more compliant with the things they need to do?
That's a good question. I think that within the group home, everybody gravitates towards different staff members differently. And while it's kind of a general thing that I think some of the men will gravitate towards the men, with women gravitating towards the women more, it's not a real determinant factor. It's more based on like interest and stuff, and how much you can relate to them and stuff like that. But in my experience, and I don't want to dodge the question, but I feel like
But you are.
I feel like I've been privileged to really get along with all of my residents, and they've all given me like really good feedback, and it feels good to have those good relationships with people. So.
Well, there's always somebody that wants to prove that it doesn't work and all this.
Yeah.
And
the
you got to weed through those.
Yeah, and the truth is, a lot of people are so used to people giving up on them and stuff, and knowing that beforehand, you can kind of expect them to give you some kinds of interactions that are meant to kind of test, like, are you going to, help me through this and be here in the long run, and just knowing and be able to feel more committed to my club.
Makes a difference. Mental health is something that we all. Sometimes it can be a chronic issue, and sometimes it's a temporary issue.
Yeah.
But if you have a brain, you're going to have a mental issue at some point in time or another.
Yes, the groups homes is the most diverse environment that I can think of, because everybody has different levels of needing attention and care. So it's everybody. Has some level that they need to confront and work on, and it's just good to have that community for that.
Well, Seth, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.